everyone. Welcome to Laser Tech Tuesdays at 2. I'm Jay Cottrell, and I'm the Marcom Manager here at LTI. Every Tuesday around 2 p.m. Mountain Time, we go live to discuss solutions in traffic safety or in professional measurement. We're live for about 15 minutes, so you can grab a cup of coffee and join us. Today, Steve Colburn is returning. He plans to discuss how Face Profiler benefits the mining professional. So, Steve, thanks for stopping by.
You bet, Jay. Happy to be here.
Great. For those people who don't know who you are yet, could you give us your name, your title, and how long you've been working with LaserTech?
Sure. Steve Colburn. Been here, it'll be 29 years this summer, so long time. And done just about everything except build them, So, but currently applications training specialist for the company. So do a lot of documentation, put on a lot of training, that kind of thing.
Right. Okay. So you talk with a lot of our dealers, you talk with a lot of end users in that training. What are some concerns that you hear from the mining sector? What are professionals worried with?
Well, like any other industry, it's money, right? Bottom line. They want to be efficient with all their different processes that they go through. And one of those is the data collection, the surveying type data collection where we fit in. So, they want efficient solutions for doing that type of work. But one of the biggest things in mining, I think, is safety, right? It's a pretty rough and tumble business, a lot of dangerous type scenarios and environments you get into. So worker safety is a big thing for them.
Okay. So we have laser measurement tools and we have apps. So how do our laser measurement tools and our apps help save them money, make them more efficient, and keep them safe?
Well, I'll start with the safety aspect, I guess, because our core technology, the pulse lasers, have that ability to range right to the object you're going after, right to the target. There's no need to place a special target there, or a reflector or something like that. So that's perfect for modeling natural surfaces, rock faces, and things like that in a mining scenario. They love that ability to just be able to target a spot and put it on the map or generate a coordinate for it. So that's really one of the biggest things. And that allows them then to keep their workers away from those dangerous vertical rock faces where there's a rock fall coming down and things like that, a lot of heavy equipment moving around. So anytime they can stay away from those areas and reach out with our technology to get the data they need, they just love that.
Okay.
And then, as far as the time saving goes, then we can combine it with an app and for a specific task, right? So let's say it's that surface modeling I talked about. Say a geologist needs to track some kind of feature going across a mine face. They can use a solution like our MapSmart solution, which will allow them just to position themselves in a safe location and map in that data and collect it real quickly and easily. The Face Profiler app handles that blasting situation. Really early on, we were contacted by these companies that do that. And again, it's modeling that vertical surface that they're going to put dynamite behind, right? Not only is it expensive and everything, but it's really dangerous. And they really got to keep track of how much burden they have out in front of that dynamite. So the savings they get on performing the task, and then the savings they get on being efficient as they can with the dynamite powder that they use is where our solution really shines.
Right. So you mentioned MapSmart, and that's more of a 3D application. So you're mapping, and you can also grab geo-coordinates for things as you're mapping through.
Correct.
Is Face Profiler also a 3D solution?
You can generate three-dimensional coordinates for all the work that you do, so you can tie it all together for a mind map or something like that. But really the crux of the app and what the user is most interested in is that two-dimensional profile right out in front of the shop hole in question. They position themselves out front here and they they take that two-dimensional picture of the face right in front of the hole. That's the closest place to where that hole's going to be and the charge is going to be. So that's where they needed the data, and it simplifies the whole situation. It's a lot easier workflow for them that way.
Right. Are there any onboard calculations, or does it just profile the face, the rock face?
Right. It profiles the rock face. It can make some area calculations. It can calculate the amount of setback or the distance from the crest of the face back to the drill hole that there needs to be to achieve a certain burden value. It'll even calculate the angle that the hole needs to be drilled at. If you have a leaning face, that isn't perpendicular. And then it'll also keep track of your depth. So it'll calculate the depth that you need to do. So in a pre-drill kind of scenario, it can calculate all those drill hole parameters that they need to do, again, to achieve that most efficient blast.
Right. And efficient blasts are important. You don't want rocks that are too big, and
Exactly.
you also don't want explosions that are too loud, because I know there's a lot of regulations around blasting and what they can and can't do.
Absolutely. It gets back to the time savings and the safety thing. They want to fragment the rock such that they don't get any of these big pieces, and it takes them more time and costs more to break them down. They want to get it all fragmented properly initially, but then on the safety aspect, they don't want to put too much charge behind something where it goes outside of the mine. You get fly rock, or you get these ground vibrations that you mentioned, or even air blast or something like that. So that all has to be controlled from a safety aspect too.
Right. Are we able to export data from Face Profiler if there's like another program that mining and blasting professionals are using?
Yeah, absolutely. We can generate reports right in the field. That's really one benefit of our system, that time savings things. You don't collect the data and then go back to the office and process it and then generate your reports. Right there when you're done with that profile, you could print off a hole loading sheet and give it to the guy loading the hole or doing the drilling or something like that. So you get that immediate response in the field. And then we also, for report writing and archival, we also have a companion PC program where you can transfer your data files in and do all your same calculations, go through all your same scenarios, and then generate some nice, PDF formatted reports with all your tabular data in there and images and plots and things like that. So it's a really full solution, yeah.
Right, yeah, it saves them time because they don't have to go back to the office if they need data right there in the field. And it saves them time and potential introduced error, because we can just create that report with that data and there's no transposing, which is, yeah, that's really nice. So when you are talking with mining professionals, is there a go-to solution, feature, or product that you end up talking to them about?
I guess one of the things I like most about the latest version, it's the way software is, right? It evolves. You get customer feedback and you put more new, better features in. They say, oh, I wish it could do this. One of the things that came up was I mentioned this crest point on the face. That's a real critical point. It's where the bench breaks off and the crest and the face starts. Well, oftentimes we assume that bench is flat and that the drill hole is at the same elevation behind there. But many times it isn't, just due to geologic or just the way the material was scraped off. That drill hole collar could be higher or lower than that crest point. So it's a real important factor to keep track of. So we've included that in Face Profiler, the ability to shoot in that drill hole collar to get an accurate elevation for it. Because that changes everything, really. That changes your whole depth, your bench height, and everything. It's a real critical point. And some of the systems that maybe use imagery or something down of the face, you can't pick up those points behind there. So you might be missing some of that critical information. So it's a really great feature.
Yeah, I'm glad that we do incorporate user feedback and keep improving our products because, well, it keeps them safer and makes our products useful so that they are able to work faster and more efficiently. So what are some resources that people can use to learn more about these solutions?
Well, we put on webinars regularly for these different industries, and we just had one back in January where we talked with one of our great partners in this industry, R.A. McClure. Been working with them for years, and we had one of their employees on and talked about the solution and some of the challenges they have. So that was a webinar we just did back in January. Yeah, and then with that same company, we also did a training video for our product. So if somebody's interested in it, they can really see every step of the way. Gives you screenshots of the software and everything. So it really walks you through step by step the whole workflow.
That's really great. We'll drop the link for the webinar in the comments below, and we'll also link to those training videos. They're all on YouTube, but we'll drop a link into the comments so you can get to that faster and easier. So, Steve, do you have a favorite past or present laser tech product? You've been around for so long. I've always wanted to.
I know. You know, one of my favorites has definitely been, we've had the capability all along, but we actually designed a specific product years ago in the forest industry for doing, it's actually not a laser product, so kind of different for us. But it's a great companion to our lasers. It measures upper stem diameters. It was called the Criterion RD1000. And actually, we just announced the end of life for that product. So kind of a little bit
farewell.
Good, yeah. But it was really a great product and sold really well, and was kind of the electronic version of an older product in the industry that really revolutionized it. So it's really something we can be proud of. Yeah.
Right. But we still have the capability of measuring diameters. We just have to go about it in a different way now.
Right, yeah. And I'm sure all products will evolve that same solution, and we'll carry that through. We've kind of had it from the beginning, so no reason to think we won't have it in the future. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by today, Steve.
Yeah,
do you have any final thoughts to leave with everyone?
No, just if you're in the mining industry, definitely check out our solutions. Pulse lasers that we produce are really a great benefit to your data collection out there. Can really save you time and be a really safe option for collecting that data.
All right. Well, thank you. I want to thank everyone else who stopped by to watch today. If you'd like to be alerted about upcoming Tuesday at 2 events, click our like button and follow our page. And if you're watching the replay on our YouTube channel, you can click subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll be alerted to any new videos that we upload. Until next week, when we are on again at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, keep measuring safely and working smart. Thank you.
Thanks.